So you just got a brand new guitar in the mail, and chances are it is not tuned, not even a little bit. Part of that is because you want those strings to be loosened up so that they don't stretch and break or damage your instrument while it's in the shipping process, but that can create a problem, especially if you're a first-time guitar player and you're trying something new. I'm going to walk you through the process of tuning up your instrument from scratch. Now, this is where a lot of people get into trouble the first time they do this because they don't know what their strings are supposed to sound like. They end up bringing them up too high and then they pop, and then you're stuck without an extra set of strings. Hopefully you'll have an extra set of strings on hand as well. But I'm going to walk you through this. If you don't have great pitch recognition, that's okay. We can work around that. But the idea is that your strings are going to be lower than they need to be right now. So if you're not sure, if they feel like they could be close, go ahead and detune them. Take them way down so they're floppy, like that. Make sure you've got your electronic tuner. This is a D'Addario Eclipse tuner. They're inexpensive, very affordable. They work great and they're easy to read. I also like the low profile of these guys. So clip that onto your headstock so that you can see it nice and easily. Point it back toward yourself. The swiveling mechanism is very handy, and then give it a single click to turn it on. You should see it fire up, and then as soon as you hit a string, chances are it's not going to come up with something, or it'll show you a lettering system that you're not familiar with. That's okay. As long as you're using this string right here, this is technically your 6th string because it counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Your 6th string should be a low E. Now that's not an E, that's actually reading as a G sharp right now. So we know that it's too low, so we're safe to bring it up. So we're just gonna bring that up until we get to E. Now it's reading as A sharp, C sharp, and it goes in alphabetical order, A, B, C, D, E. So A, B, C, D, D sharp, and then there's my E. If you're doing this along with me at home, hopefully you can kind of hear that the sounds are similar. Your guitar should sound something like that as well. And that's our E. We're in tune now. And then we move to the next one, 5th string. It's nice and low. I'm actually going to detune it a little bit more just so that it's nice and floppy. All right. Now this actually is reading as an E, but as we can hear, that E is not the same as that E. They're very different. So we know that this is too low by a mile. So let's bring it up. We need this string to be an A. And now at this point, actually, let me do this just to make life easier. There's an A, but you can hear that this string is lower pitched than this guy. You can also feel that it's just kind of floppy. It doesn't feel right. So this A is too low. We still got to bring it up. Now it's reading as an E, so we should match. Our 2 strings match one another. We got to come up higher than that. F, G, G sharp, and there's my A. And if you're tuning at home along with me, it should sound something like that. We can also double check it from our 6th string. So if our 6th string is an E, we can place a finger on the 5th fret and it should match that next one, or at least be close. And it is. So we're good. Let's move up to the next one. All right, right now this one should be a D. It's reading as an F sharp, so we got to bring it up. There's G. And there's my A. So B, C, C sharp, and there's D. So we should have E, A, and D. Notice that they're getting progressively higher and higher. The closer you get to the floor, the higher pitched they become. Next one is a G. We know that it's D-tuned, so when it reads as E, we're going to tighten it up. There's E, F, F sharp, and G. If you're tuning so quickly that you're skipping notes, like it goes straight from an E to a G, like you missed that F in between, maybe slow down a little bit. Make sure that you can see each of those steps. There's our G. The next one's going to be a B. I'm going to detune it just a little bit more. There we go. So there's a nice low string. And it's reading as a C right now, so we know we can come up safely. E, F, F sharp, G, A, and there's my B. Actually went a little too far. I'm going to bring it back down just a little bit. And there's the B. If you're tuning at home, it should sound just like that. And then the last one is another E. Now, of course, this is a much thinner string than this one. So your two E's should not sound alike. This one should sound much, much higher than the other one. And we're actually pretty close right now. It's reading as a D. And if you know your alphabet, which hopefully you do, you're going to go A, B, C, D. E is the next one. So we're going to go from D, D sharp, and there's E. Again, different than that E. A nice low E down there, a high E right there. And then you'll probably notice that if you're tuning for the first time, your strings are gonna relax a little bit. You'll probably have to retune it a few times in a row. So let's do it again. There's E, there's my A. It's a little out of tune, so I'm gonna bring it back up. Just a little bit, small turns at this point. There's my D, real small turn just to get it right on. G, my B, and E. So right on. Let's go through them one more time. If you've got your guitar at home, see if your pitches match mine. There's E. I'm gonna hit it once more. Let's check the fifth string, A. Match that with your instrument. The D. The G. The B. And the E. And hopefully your guitar is in tune. Now, it won't take you 10 minutes to tune your guitar every time, but usually the first time takes a little bit. And hopefully, the more you tune, the easier it will become, and you'll be able to do it much more quickly the next time. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy your guitar experience. And as always, come back to check for more videos and more helpful tips on playing your instrument.